What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another POF video. Today, working on the driver. Don't know if it's going to be about too much of consistency, but it's trying to get as much as you can out the drive. Let's go. Start off by hitting 5 drives as my average swing before we take any of these tips into consideration. Then we'll go into the tips and the things that my man Dan has for me to help me out to get the most out of my drive, because I get a lot of spin, high spin rate, and it's not going as far as it should.
Definitely can't complain with that. But that's hit way too hard to only be carrying 220. That's a low spin. That's a nice ball. That's what we want them all to look like.
So like how do I get? I don't even know what I did to get that out. That's like how I figured I am. Okay, so I did 5 shots. Average carry 232, and I feel like just what I put out in, the swing speed I put out, that's pretty low for myself. Like I wouldn't mind carrying it 250, 260. I think I got that in me.
Yep.
When you say so.
And your numbers, it's just a numbers game. So this ball that we have highlighted was 151 ball speed, 144 average. And so a couple things you'll notice with this shot shape is your ball comes out low with a lot of spin, and it's a little flat. Yeah. And if that spin is moving the wrong direction, it can cut one way or another quite a bit. So what we want to try to do is lower that overall spin, get this launch angle from 8 degrees somewhere 13, 14, 15 ideally.
I don't even know how.
And so we're going to work on hitting up on the ball. It's going to be a combination of things that really optimize your input versus what you're seeing in carry numbers and total distances.
Yeah. And I think what you said, a comment you made a while back, and you was talking about being more athletic. Mm-hmm. I think that's the key. I don't think I look as athletic at the stance of the ball. Right. I look pretty weak.
So I see a lot of folks stand tall, and if that works for you, in golf, for every rule there's an exception, right? Yeah. But typically I like to see a little bit more of a softer knee athletic stance with a deep right hip turn. That's some things that we can work on. One of your big keys is going to be shallowing out and then working up on the ball. We'll also likely look at a little bit of early extension, so hips are extending way before we get to the ball, so really staying in there and rotating.
Yeah, just try to stay there through
and
impact.
Once you do those two things, it becomes more of a conception of how to hit up on the ball. So once you get that athletic turn, it's a lot easier to now drive up as opposed to staying tall and hitting
and
down.
I'm basically hitting down like an iron.
Right. So we can work on some of those things, play around with the numbers, and should be able to get a 300 ball.
Hey, that's what we're looking for.
Actually, that's the key. That's why I like it so much, and that's why I like diving into this side of things. Yeah, I could look up drills and learn drills, and then therefore, hey Chuck, go home and
Yeah, but this gives me a better understanding.
Nobody wants to practice that hard.
No.
Realistically.
No.
You don't want to sit there just.
I remember when I was in high school, I had a swing coach, and he used to tell me, go in your backyard, you got a window, just through the shadow or anything. And he was just talking about, you make 20 swings this way, 20 swings that way. Mm-hmm. You know how often I went home and literally looked through a window in my backyard or look at the shadow from the sun beaming on the ground and look at my ankle? Not one time.
Maybe long enough to realize how dumb you look.
Exactly. Think about it. I did. I went out there. I went to the back in my backyard, and I was sitting there, and I was like looking in the window, looking at myself, and I'm like, This is where we
Yep.
really. This is where we come to right now. This is where we at.
So what I like to do is take what you already have, teach you a few positions, and let
Okay.
you feel them out and work for them.
All right.
So one thing we're gonna do to start is make sure our head is slightly behind the ball and that our left shoulder is higher than our right.
Right.
And so that's gonna be the first step in hitting up on the ball.
Okay. So like, is my ball placement fine here?
Yep.
With the driver.
Address it as you would, and you might have to move the front foot in just a touch. It's a little open. Come towards me.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Now lift that left shoulder nice and high, and let's see a swing.
Oh man, I missed it, but you know what? It felt like I had a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Let me.
lift it and
Yeah.
then flip.
Yeah, I flip.
Let's get you another one. We're talking about small degrees
Yeah.
of changes. 8 degrees versus 14 degrees. That's a small change on launch angle. Okay. Got some better launch. A little bit lower spin.
Yeah.
And we got
The
two,
carry.
287.
Okay.
So one thing I noticed on that one is you really shallowed out, and when you watch this back, and you guys watching at home, you should be able to see a much more inside path from Charles that time.
Okay.
He's really trying to get inside and hit up on the ball, which is how you get the bigger numbers. Bring that front side in just a touch. Towards me.
Towards you.
You're a little open.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. That one's spinning a little bit too much
Yeah.
to be optimal, but you can see the carry's a much bigger number. So
Still got 250.
right, and then, so that's
Yeah.
a 272 ball.
Yeah, that was a bad. I think that was more with
Right.
the strike.
And so that's the thing we're trying to work on in here, which is optimizing your spin number and your launch angle. So we got 13.3 degrees launch that time. We were spinning just a touch too much. It was 3,300 total spin. And so if we can get that same flight pattern with 1,800 to 2,200 spin, there's your easy 300 ball.
Oh, yeah.
And you
Yeah.
will feel like you didn't
Yeah.
hit it any harder or any different. It's just optimal.
I just feel like I'm changing like the angles of my body, like I'm more behind the ball at address, and when I come through, that's what the left arm up higher than the right.
Yep.
It just keeps me flowing through.
And so now one of the biggest keys to unlock massive power is to be able to use that right side to push, but also not early extend. And so that's a little bit to do with tempo, but most amateurs end up at an impact position like
Yeah.
that.
And that's me.
And we need an impact position a little more left hip clear in.
If you see some of my other videos, or even like just a swing like from just over the pass,
Mhm.
I'm a guy that jumps up on my tippy toes.
Yep.
Like I
Yep.
jump up so quick.
And it can work.
Yeah.
It definitely can. But if it's too early, it's going to lead to some inconsistency and loss of power for sure. We're thinking ground up.
Oh,
Okay. Small changes, you'll have those. We're over rotating with that right side, so just stay in there.
okay.
Yep. The best balls are usually the ones that aren't forced, so you can swing
Yeah.
be nice and
Exactly.
free.
Oh,
It's okay. just already, just in terms of getting your launch more correct, we're getting a far higher carry number.
Yeah.
As far as really being special and getting out there to 300,
Yeah.
we're happy with 270.
Yeah, I'm happy with that right now.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Absolutely.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
And so the last key would be to bring that spin number down, 2,800 at that time, so it was not spinning as much. That's already improvement, and that's a
Like,
characteristic.
I don't know how that happened. Like, even it felt like it would be.
Right. So hitting up on the ball causes it to spin just a little bit less versus down. It's really cutting the back of that ball and creating a ton of backspin. So I've seen numbers for you that were in the 45 to 6,000 RPM range with a driver, and
You know,
that's those low spinny,
Okay.
usually cutty ones.
Yeah. So basically, I want to hit up. Yeah, I'm hitting down every time.
Yeah, that one could go 3. It was a pull hook, but it might get
It was a hook. Oh, that's 303.
303.
303.
See? So, again, under the right circumstances, right? Ideally,
Yeah.
we'd start that ball right of center and let it come back to the middle. But you can see the power potentials there.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't swing any harder. It just
No.
had different characteristics to the
Wow.
flight.
303.
Yeah.
You see that, Jay?
It still wasn't 312.
Hey, I know. I'm coming for you. So we on the course. We're gonna play a par 4. It's like 393 to the hole. Won't make it there, but I'm feeling good about myself. So I'm calling Jay out. I'm calling Dan out. Not gonna probably beat neither one of them, but I feel good about myself. I feel confident. Probably hit 3 shots per person, and then as well, I'm gonna throw up my numbers, my average, and compare and contrast from what I was before and what I am now. Golly. Okay.
15 carry.
You won.
Still want to hit up on it,
Yeah.
but in comparison,
It's just from the floor down.
we're talking degrees.
Yeah.
He was 5 degrees too flat. You're 3 degrees too high. Nice.
Big
Nice.
chunk.
Let's go.
280.
Come on, give him 3. Come on.
I've got it right there.
Crazy.
Doesn't that make you mad though? Like how much time you spent trying to figure that out? When it was just
It
like,
really,
just see some
25
numbers,
years.
adjust.
25 years of just trying to figure my life out. I found out at the age of 35.
Oh yeah. Look at that thing, low spin.
I'm nearly carrying 270. You've been with me. I'm
Carrying your own total.
exactly. Yeah, carrying my own total. Carrying my own total in a matter of what? 30, 40 minutes. I'm gonna play golf tomorrow. I don't feel like I struck it as good as
It was a little
it was
heat.
blood at the heel.
Yeah. But still, a Healy 271 with 100 yards to the pin and a wedge in hand. Let's go.
I'm done. 300 even.
I knew he made the adjustment immediately.
Yeah, that's a whole.
That's just athletic. is what
Yeah.
it is. Hey, Jay, just go to it next time. Okay. Jay, are you only slicing driver right now?
Mm-hmm. And I'm drawing my line.
Okay. It's more than likely early extension. And so it's probably that your hips are clearing just a little bit too quick with that
Yeah.
long club. So really turning to the right, keep that front shoulder in, and stay in there. And when you do push off of your front side,
Mm-hmm.
instead of up, think left. So you get that left hip deep. And that's gonna start that ball exactly like this.
We're just drawing back
Just
in.
going the other way. So it's almost hitting or closing the refrigerator door with your forearm.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay on top of it, just a touch. I think it's just collapsing and
Yeah.
flying open. It's really, when I tell you your draw is not far away,
Mm-hmm.
we're talking hit it one time and it'll be right back.
Yeah.
Because you're still swinging the same way. It's
Yeah.
just small adjustment. Yeah.
It's literally
It's almost like it
there.
wants to turn.
Yeah.
Right?
Golly.
And the reason that
It's
is,
so close.
It's so close,
It's
like,
you hit that 292, by the way.
yeah.
You're still hitting the inside of the golf ball. It's just what the face is doing.
Yeah.
And so whether it's presented
It's just still opening.
just
a
a
little
touch.
bit.
Yep.
you hit one more.
Take more.
Yeah,
There it
there she
is.
is.
There it is.
There it is. All right.
Okay.
So some days
Yeah.
it's way more work
Yeah.
than others,
Yeah.
but it's there. It's always going to be there. It's
Yep.
just something happening with the longer club. Because if you can pick up any one of those and draw it on command,
Yeah.
and that one's the one annoying, it's
Yeah.
some sort of small adjustment. Like you didn't forget how to play golf, or you don't suck. You just got to figure
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
figure out what it is. And get your mojo back.
Oh yeah. 200-yard drive in the fairway. Jay hitting bombs now, getting a little slice out in this draw again. Dan is Dan. He do what he do, and you know I'm just here to watch. But hopefully I hope this video will give you a little bit of help. Just try a couple things just so you can try to get the most out of your drive, and that's what we here for. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Support your boy. Peace.
He can take you all around the world. Yeah, I know he can take you places.